And now on this video we will be taking a look at yet another Core i7-950. I bought yet again a few of these CPUs and I found one that's exactly the same batch as the highest CPU used for the CPU-Z core frequency validation by that Danish guy. So based on ambient testing, it does around 4.6 gigahertz in WPrime 32 with 1.36 volts, but the temperatures were very high, like 80 degrees, somewhere around that mark. So it's all about cold scaling right now. The best 950 on ambient cooling I've seen was the CPU by Mat26 and one of my previous CPUs, and that was somewhere around like 4.65 at 1.36 volts. So yeah, cold scaling is what matters. So I just want to try the CPU quickly, like does it have any chance on those top scores that I don't have currently. So on the previous attempt I managed to do, I think it was the SuperPi 32M and maybe Pifast top score, if I remember correctly. So we need 1M, WPrimes and the CPU-Z core frequency validation. So on this attempt I will be using the brand new Rampage 3 Black Edition I purchased from Taiwan. Huge thanks to Jinjin Lu from Taiwan for helping me with this motherboard, or helping me with getting this board, I mean. 3 sticks of Corsair dominated GDX2 memory as always, NVIDIA 6500 GT for the monitor signal with capture card as always, Kimping cooling, T-Rex container, the latest revision, and now I'm using the pink thermal paste as I'm running quite low on KPX. And power supply, I'm using the Seasonic Prime 1300 watt Platinum, yet again because of the power supply issues I had with the Superflower unit with these old platforms. So yeah, so only Windows XP, as for some reason X58 doesn't really like Server 2003. So should be pretty straightforward. We have done this many times before. Usually I haven't seen that good cold scaling with the i7-950 models compared to the 975 Extreme, like what I did on my previous session with those two amazing 975 CPUs. But yeah, so anyways, let's hope for the best as always, and I'll meet you again inside the operating system with the capture card and we'll see what happens. So let's hope the CPU can do over 5.6 for all of those important benchmarks. Okay, first boot at around 5.3. Not good enough, obviously. I don't know what's the issue with this board. When I post and boot settings, it does 2 hard resets before it will boot like normally. So that prevents me from booting very high PCI Express at the moment. I don't know what causes this, but I'm not sure we even need that high PCI Express with this model. It's mostly about 920 and those very high like validations. This is okay, not good. Okay, seems the CPU sucks for multi-cores. For single it's a bit better, also 5.6. I don't remember the top scores out of my head. Need to check from phone. 1478 is the top score. Memory efficiency is not the best. I just wanna see where does the CPU end. 565, that's already pretty good. $5,716 megahertz for the rank 1 Pifast. Okay. Those. Maybe this CPU batch might be just good for valid single thread stuff. For multi-core it sucked. Not even like 5.4 something was the max. Okay, 50 milliseconds away. 5.7. So this, if this passes, that's it. Need to try validation after this. $248.6. Okay, this will not be easy, but at least we already did it on capture card, but I'll try to save it anyways. Okay, I think we got it. So that's the new Pifast top score, 14.75, previous top score by Matt26 from the UK, 14.78. Roughly the same CPU frequency at a bit over 5.7. To 50.2. Okay, 250.2, so that's 5750 for Pifast. Very, very, very high. So already like 140 milliseconds faster than the previous rank 1 score made by Matt26 from the UK. Sadly, the WPrimes. I could try 32M. 1M, because I would like to see sub 7 second run. So I don't know if it's actually faster by not hiding the thing. Seven, 8. Oh. Okay. First ever sub 7 second run. Core i7 950. Oops. Can we get screenshot with the correct frequency? Okay. So 5.77 gigahertz for 1M, that's absolutely enormous. This CPU, or this batch, It's very good for single threaded stuff, but bad for multicore. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. One notch lower encore. I changed some settings in the BIOS, but yeah, I doubt we would see 5.9. Five, 8, 6, 3. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, that's the limit definitely. 5863. Okay, pretty interesting CPU overall. So it really seems that the batch number does matter on these Bloomfield CPUs, like even on the Core i7 950. This CPU was exactly the same as the CPU that Danish guy had. Pretty bad on the multi-core side of things. I think his best WPrime 32 was something like 5.46. This was pretty much on par with that one. On the single threaded stuff, this CPU is definitely good, but it's a little bit flaky, especially in 32M. So the highest validation was 5.86, I think, like 5.864. So that's like 35 megahertz increase over the previous top score made by the Danish guy. And I managed to improve the Pifast by quite a few runs. So the best run was, I think it was 14.64. So that's like 140 milliseconds better run than the previous top score made by Matt26 from the UK, which was 14.78, I think. And yeah, first ever sub 7-second run in SuperPi 1M with the Core i7 950, which is a pretty nice result. I was actually holding the top score, which was like 7.032, I think, and Matt26 was 7.064. 32M, I was very close on passing like a 5-second improvement run, but I don't want to waste any more LN2 on that one because I need a better CPU anyways for the WPrime stuff. So this CPU, if you ask me, is phenomenally good only for the validation. Of course it's good for some of the single threaded stuff, but it's quite flaky. Well, the other CPU was very flaky as well. Even the Core i7 Extreme 975, I always had to downclock with ZFSP for CPU Z open, etc. But I need a better CPU anyways for the WPrimes, so I don't want to waste any more LN2 on this CPU right now anymore. So I will move on to something else. So the most important thing is definitely the validation, because that previous run was made like ages ago. I think like 9 or 10 years ago. Well, not 2010, but something like 2014, 2013, something like this. So long time ago, almost 10 years ago. So we have long waited to see someone that can do a better validation than the Danish guy back in like 2014, 2013, whatever. So I will upload these scores and I will keep looking for even a better 950 with the WPrimes in mind. So that will be hard, of course, but I don't know if Matt26 still has the CPU alive and working. So can he like improve his current runs, especially the Pifast, etc. We'll see what happens. So yeah, so I was expecting more, but even this is pretty good. So hopefully you like to see this first ever 5.85 plus Core i7 950 on my video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Maybe check out my Patreon page as well if you want to support my work. And yeah, thanks for watching some of my legacy overclocking content once again, and I will see you on the next one.